is a huge plus, honestly, man.
And you just pull this.
No, this right here. No, actually, this way.
Come here, Lucky. Come on. Get down. Down here now. Good boy.
Let's pull it out, just like so.
Okay.
Move. Kick your legs out, and this will set it down on the floor.
And this is automatic pump up too, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It's already got the built-on pump and everything. Now, it's got one that's already built into it, but then there's also another one in case something happens to that one. You got another pump. And this is your pump right there. This is where your pump's at.
Okay. You don't have to pump it up if you don't want to.
But this has got your inflate and deflate on it.
Okay.
So when you're inflating it, you see it here, kick it over. It takes about 5 minutes to air this thing up.
It takes about 2 minutes to deflate it.
Yeah, it takes about the same amount to deflate it.
Oh, okay.
Less than 5 minutes, you know, you have this thing deflated. But I did find out that if you inflate it and then turn right around and deflate it, it will shut the pump off for a while until it cools off. But outside of that, I think it's better than any freaking hotbed you'll ever run across. And then it's got your other pump, and then it's also got patch kit in here also.
Yeah, we got some patch kits.
And this just kind of goes right back in. And it's got straps where you can strap it down on around the bed and stuff like that, so it doesn't go anywhere.
That is badass as hell. It's amazing what they. I'm so happy that's electric fireplace. I'm just tickled pink about that. That saves me having to get a damn electric heater.
Yep. I mean, like you saw, it don't take nothing for that thing to start warming up either.
Well, let me ask you something else. Now, how often do I need to run the propane? Because we're getting ready. We're only here temporarily. We're getting ready to go to Des Moines, Iowa.
Yes, sir.
So it's going to be colder than goddamn it up there. So, do I need to run the propane just to keep the holding tanks, especially the black water from...
If y'all are going to be staying in it,
it's not going to be a problem.
It's not going to be a problem as far as the winterization on this thing goes. As long as you're in it, to where you got hot water, you got your hot water heater on, furnace and stuff, heat and stuff like that going. The winterization thing on this is you're not going to have to worry about all that as long as you're in it.
Okay.
Now, if you're going to be parking it and storing it, and you're not going to be in it with no heat, nothing like that going on, especially going up there, you're going to want to go through the whole system. Coolant and everything else. You know, that's running coolant through the water lines and everything like that.
Just to take it up there.
Like I said, if you're going up there to stay in it, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant for the haul up.
Yeah, no, you won't have to worry about all that because it's not going to hurt anything.
Okay.
While you're hauling this up there, it's not going to get, it'll get cold on it, but it won't get cold enough where it's going to freeze anything up on you.
Okay.
Because by the time you get there and you park it and you get everything set up, you can turn around and. I don't know about he was licking his paw while
okay, that's probably what it is. He drools sometimes.
He was licking his paw or something while he was
Loki.
Tail.
Oh, hell, I ain't worried about it. I'm sure.
This is kind of hard to see. It's really hard to see in here without taking this stuff out. But this is going to be the back side of your water heater.
Okay.
Okay. Now, it's another winterizing process, but on the back of the water heater right there, and you can kind of see it a little bit easier if you pull the drawer out, there are 3 valves on there. You're going to have one up high, one low, and then there will be one in the middle. There's going to be 3 little valves you can turn off and on. To bypass your water heater, you're going to take the top one and the bottom. Shut those off entirely. And now what that's doing is that's turning the water off to the water heater. So if you are running coolant and stuff through the water lines, you're not filling up the water heater at the same time.
Okay.
You just leave it empty.
Okay.
The middle one, what it is, it's a mixer valve. That one does is that one mixes cold water in with your hot water, which I don't even turn those on. So that's basically if you're going to have, if you have little kids and you're worried about them getting blistered by hot water, especially if you got the faucets like these, and you can't adjust them, and they can't adjust them, then it might be a kind of a deal to mess with that one. But outside of that,
I got one more request for you before we shut down. Remind me, I want you to turn my hot water heater up, if you will, if you're allowed to.
Turn it up.
Turn it up.
They're as hot as it's gonna get.
Okay.
Right now, see, there's no adjustments on the heat level as far as the water heater goes.
Oh, so you can't turn them up then?
Yeah, you can't turn them up. You can't turn them down.
Okay.
They get to their heat, and believe me,
it's hot.
They get hot.
Okay.
They get hot enough to blister you. They really will.
Okay.
Honestly, they will. But there's no way to adjust the temperature as far as the water heater goes.
Okay.
And that's why they got them resets on the outside. So that way, if anything happens, it can reset it that way. Uh-oh. Oh, she's got them off. Okay. Like, oh, where'd the rest of my papers go?
Here, we'll sit. Okay, that's good.
And then this had all your power and system here. Okay. This is going to be your other start point for your gen in here.
Okay.
Now this works the same way as it does on the outside.
Hold it down until the light comes on.
Light will come on. Let it run like
start.
that for a minute, and then you kick it right up. Then start.
I was gonna say I can't feel it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say either that or it's really, really quiet. There we go. And the light stays on.
That light will stay on. Your timer's going. And like I said, even now you can really barely hear the thing running.
Yeah.
You can even step up in your bedroom with it running, and you'll see that.
How's the insulation on this? Is it pretty good as far as sound?
Yeah. As far as sound and stuff goes like that, you're in pretty good shape.
Okay.
And then, like I said, just shut it off. Just hold the button down. A minute, it'll shut it off. And this is where your timer is for your pump station.
Okay.
On this here, you just hold that up, and that kicked your pump. That kicked on your timer for your pump station outside. Now all you have to do is go out there, flip that switch to on, and you're ready to pump gas from your tank to whatever you're putting it in.
Okay.
To turn, if you're done before the 15 minutes are up, come here, push that twice, and it'll turn the timer off. This is your gas water heater. So when you go, if you have to use gas, flip that on. The switch will stay on. The DS light right here, this will go off here in just a second. Once this light goes out, pretty much means that your water heater lit on gas.
But if it stays on, it's fucked up then.
That means something's not working. Or if it goes out and then comes back on, then you can hear it right there rumble.
Now this is the DSI. It's a dual spark, so you got electric and gas going right now to quick recovery.
Actually, right now it is just straight gas.
Okay.
Yeah, because this you can run it one or the other.
Gotcha.
If you can turn them both on, but you're just wasting one. You know, either wasting energy or wasting gas doing it. And most of the time, like I said, you're plugged up. This one you won't even have to worry about. Because this one right here, this is going to be your electric right here. Flip that switch up, that light's on, it's up and running. 20 minutes, you'll have good hot water.
How long does 12 gallons last?
Longer than 10? No,
that was good. That was good. Hey.
No, it'll last. You probably get it. You might get lucky and get about a 10-minute.
So it's a 10-minute. So it's still pretty decent. It's nothing crazy. You can't sit there and think about your wife naked or something.
Yeah, exactly. You get in there and pretty much get your shower done. You're done. Yeah. And there's your other water pump switch. And when you turn this one off, you'll see this light. It'll slowly dim out and go out. And that means your pump's back off. Okay.
And that's what I felt running just now in the floor. Okay.
Now, when you turn that on this way, when you turn this on, you can barely even hear that one start up. You just kind of hear it right there. Yeah. And then you shut it off.
Is the hot water heater been on?
No, I've had it off. So you probably won't have hot water right now.
Okay. But that's how fast the water will come out without a source.
Without a source, yeah.
Okay.
It might get a little bit better. You give it a little bit. I think it will come out better than that once it actually picks up and it starts running good. The pressure will probably pick up a little better off the water pump.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, sometimes I've seen them where you're getting better water pressure off the pump than you are the city water. And ask me why. I think most of it's got to do with just the fact that you have to, regulate the water pressure with your city water, where you don't have to with your water pump. Okay.
So that's shut. So just.
And that shuts that off. This is going to be your monitor panel. Now, I had one of these the other day. This one can get confusing, because when you're going to go look at what's in your tanks, it's the button above the word, like your battery. This button right above it, that's going to show you what's on your battery. Okay. It'll go up to charge. And if you're unplugged, when you're unplugged, you'll get a better reading off your battery. Because most of the time when you're plugged in, that'll read at a full charge. Okay. Whenever you're plugged into power. The one above it is going to be your fresh water tank, which we got a 1/3 inch still. So that way, I leave some water in so we can kick on the pump. Let you see things.
Make sure everything works.
Then you're black, and everything else should be empty. Then you'll have gray 1, and then gray 2. Gray 2 tank is going to be your kitchen sink.
gray one is what?
Is your shower and your laboratory sink.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now, I'm not